The village of Manyama wakes slowly as the golden sun rises over the hills. Life here is simple huts made of mud, straw rooftops leaning into the wind. The earth is dry, but the people are strong. The land may be vast and quiet, but there is a heartbeat in every corner of this place. Smoke rises from the huts, animals roam free, and the day begins. Manyama, with all its struggles, still finds beauty in the silence of the morning. Under the great baobab tree sits Butemwe. Her face, weathered by time, tells stories of years long past. She's seen it all, joys and sorrows, life and death. Now, she sits alone, her old eyes gazing out over the village. The people pass her by. She is part of the landscape. Like the old tree she leans on, forgotten by all but the wind. But Butemwe watches, and she knows more than anyone can imagine. Butemwe walks the dusty path, slow and steady, her walking stick tapping the ground beneath her. The village is alive, people laugh. Children play, but she is not part of their joy. The weight of years rests on her shoulders, and she carries it alone. But the villagers, they glance at her, some with pity, others with indifference. But she does not ask for their kindness. She knows her place. She has always known. She sat there, her stomach growling louder than the laughter that surrounded her. Her heart raced as she mustered the courage to speak up. "I'm angry. Please, I need some food." Her voice echoed in the chaotic atmosphere around her, but it fell on deaf ears. People passed by, some with full bags, others enjoying food right in front of her, oblivious to her plight. Instead of kindness, they responded with mockery. "Look at her. Isn't she a sight?" They chuckled amongst themselves, their laughter ringing in her ears like cruel taunts. Each passing moment felt like an eternity as she remained fixed in place, her hopes dashed against the indifference of the crowd. The warmth of compassion, which she desperately sought, was nowhere to be found. But there is one who sees Butemwe not as a shadow but as a person. Monza, a young man, kneels before her, offering what little he has, a basket of maize, his only gift. Butemwe looks at him with tired eyes, but in her heart something stirs. This small act of kindness, it means more than words can say. Mwanza does not seek reward. He only wishes to help the one the village has forgotten. And in that moment, the old woman smiles, her heart warmed by the touch of kindness. The night passes, and with it, a change comes to Mwanza's life. As the first light of dawn filters into his small hut, he wakes to a sight that leaves him breathless. At the foot of his bed, a basket filled with gold coins, shining like the sun. He blinks, unsure if it's a dream. But the coins are real. His heart races, his mind spins. Where did this come from? How could this be? Mwanza knows in his heart. This is not just fortune, it is a gift from Butemwe. With the basket of gold in hand, Mwanza returns to the old woman. His heart is full of questions, but when he kneels before her again, words fail him. Butemwe looks at him, her face calm, her eyes knowing. She does not need to explain. She only points to the horizon, as if saying, "You gave without expecting, and now the world has given back to you." Mwanza understands. The fortune was never the gold. The real gift was the wisdom that lay hidden in Butemwe's heart all along. But news travels fast in a village like Manyama. Soon the villagers come to Butemwe, one by one, offering gifts of their own, baskets of maize, blankets and water. They hope for the same miracle Mwanza received. But Butemwe, she sees the truth in their eyes. Some come with pure hearts, others with greed. She accepts some gifts and turns away others, her silence speaking louder than any words. The village does not understand. Butemwe's gift is not for the greedy or the selfish. It is for those who see with their hearts. As time passes, the village of Manyama begins to change. Mwanza's fortune spreads, and the once dry fields are now green and full of life. New huts rise from the earth, and the people are happy. But at the edge of the village, Butemwe remains under her tree, watching in silence. She smiles as the village prospers, but she knows that true wealth is not found in gold, but in the heart of those who give without expecting anything in return. And then, one morning, Butemwe is gone. Her walking stick, the only sign that she was ever here, rests against the baobab tree. The village wakes, but no one sees her leave. She has done what she came to do, given hope to those who needed it, and tested the hearts of those who would receive her gift. Her steps grow quieter as she walks away into the horizon, her figure fading in the light of the rising sun, but in the hearts of the villagers, her lessons remain. The gold she left behind was never the true gift. The real treasure was the kindness and mercy that lived within their hearts. And so, Butemwi disappears, leaving behind a village forever changed. The years pass and Menyama thrives. The fields are rich with crops, and the people live in peace. Butemwi may be gone, but her memory remains. Under the baobab tree, a statue now stands in her place, holding her walking stick, smiling the same quiet smile she once gave to Mamwonsa. And the villagers, they remember her not for the gold, but for the kindness she inspired. Her legacy is one of hope, of mercy, and of the simple truth that wealth is found not in coins, but in the heart of those who give without expecting in return. And so as the sun sets over Menyama, the baobab tree stands tall, watching over the village as Butemwi once did. Her spirit lives on in the hearts of the people, in the fields that grow rich with life. And in the quiet wisdom passed from one generation to the next, Menyama will never forget the old woman under the baobab tree, for her gift was not in gold, but in the love she gave to those who showed her kindness. And though the sun may set, her legacy will never fade.